There are some words that change lives completely.
Your destiny can't be changed, but it can be challenged. Every man is born as many men and dies as a single one. Everyone is the other, and no one is himself. The most thought-provoking thing in our thought-provoking time is that we are still not thinking. He who thinks great thoughts often makes great errors. Why are there beings at all instead of nothing? This is obviously the first of all questions. Freedom is only to be found where there is burden to be shouldered. The human being is not the Lord of beings, but the shepherd of being. Only he who already understands can listen. There is no such thing as an empty word, only one that is worn out yet remains full. Man dies constantly until the moment of his demise. We are too late for the gods and too early for being. He who never says anything cannot keep silent at any given moment. Time is not a thing, thus nothing which is, and yet it remains constant in its passing away without being something temporal, like the beings in time. Everywhere we remain unfree and chained to technology, whether we passionately affirm or deny it. Anyone can achieve their fullest potential. Who we are might be predetermined, but the path we follow is always of our own choosing. We should never allow our fears or the expectations of others to set the frontiers of our destiny. If I take death into my life, acknowledge it, and face it squarely, I will free myself from the anxiety of death and the pettiness of life, and only then will I be free to become myself. Making itself intelligible is suicide for philosophy. Man acts as though he were the shaper and master of language, while in fact language remains the master of man. Why is love beyond all measure of other human possibilities so rich and such a sweet burden for the one who has been struck by it? Because we change ourselves into that which we love and yet remain ourselves. Longing is the agony of the nearness of the distant. Thinking only begins at the point where we have come to know that reason, glorified for centuries, is the most obstinate adversary of thinking. The possible ranks higher than the actual. Truth is that which makes a people certain, clear, and strong. What was Aristotle's life? Well, the answer lay in a single sentence. He was born, he thought, he died, and all the rest is pure anecdote. Every questioning is a seeking, Every seeking takes its direction beforehand from what is sought. Questioning is a knowing search for beings in their thatness and whatness. Being the rational animal, man must be capable of thinking if he really wants to. Still, it may be that man wants to think, but cannot. As soon as we are born, we are old enough to die. All questions that do justice to the subject are themselves bridges to their own answering. We never come to thoughts, they come to us. A resounding of the authentic word can rise only from silence.
Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel for new quotes.